Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the PANSIGHT webinar. Let me start my first slide. I assume the slide is visible and I am audible. The topic is how to manage unhappiness. This is part 2. I gave the part 1 talk last week. I already uploaded that one. It is available on the YouTube. This is my own mission. PANSIGHT is the brand name of my platform. 4E mission. Entertain. I will entertain you with real life stories and personal stories. I always make sure these stories, they will support or substantiate the contents of my talk. And the second E, educate. I'll be sharing facts, data, evidence to support my presentation. As you know, some of you may not know more about me. I'm basically a medical doctor. And I've been practicing medicine for more than 45 years. And in medicine, we are expected to practice evidence-based medicine. If you make a diagnosis, because I believe, no. We should have all the evidence, investigation results, lab results, or X-ray, CT scan, whatever it is, the evidence or ECG, echocardiogram, they must support the diagnosis. So that is my educational background. The very same thing, whenever I give a talk, I make sure my presentation is evidence-based. Third E, enlighten. During the whole session, I'll be asking some probing questions. This will be interactive, but the kind of interaction will be limited through the chat box. I'll be asking simple questions, and I will expect only either a single alphabet or one-word response. Yes or no. True or false. Agree or disagree. The reason is, when I ask a question, I want to make sure that we are on the same page. Whatever I have shared with you is understood. There's no way I can read your minds. And some of you are not able to turn on your camera. So I want to know whether you have been able to understand. That is the purpose of asking those questions. And those questions will provoke your thinking also. First, you know. When I share the information, you know. When I provoke your thinking, then, then you will understand. So knowing is not enough. Understanding is required. Once you understand, you are enlightened. And once you are enlightened, obviously, you are empowered. Yes, now you have the knowledge. Knowledge gives you power. Information won't give you power. Unless the information is converted into knowledge, that information is useless. Purpose of this talk. Know the causes behind unhappiness. Chat box. Do you agree that millions of people are unhappy with their lives? If you agree, say, put alphabet A or yes. Sanal Kumar ji, yes. Millions of people, yes. Thank you. Rajeshwiji. The point is, nobody tries to find out why are they unhappy. Or the person who is unhappy also doesn't know, why am I unhappy? And unhappiness can lead to depression. And depression can lead to suicide. And especially, Kerala is one of the top 5 states where the suicide rate is very high. So when they don't know how to cope with unhappiness, what do they do? What do they do? Most of them resort to drinking. So alcoholism, the incidence of alcohol is also very high in Kerala. Am I right? If I am right, put Y. Yes. Venkatraman, yes. 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 Otherwise, what happens is, sometimes, I know, some people may think that he is in America. Oh, what does he know about Kerala? He is in America. He is talking nonsense. That is why I just pose the question to ensure that we are all on the same page. Know the causes behind happiness. Once you know the causes, then only you will be able to do something about that one. If you don't know the causes, you cannot do anything. So learn how to manage those causes. Unhappiness. Always, you must know the definition of that term, anything, whatever you are going to talk about. A state characterized by negative emotions, ranging from mild dissatisfaction to deep sorrow. There are numerous books on unhappiness. Unhappiness syndrome, how to be happy in an unhappy world, the origins of unhappiness. The reason I am showing these titles is to just convince you, if you are not convinced, that this is a topic which requires attention. That's why plenty of books on this subject. But how often have you ever heard anybody giving a talk on unhappiness? If you have heard, put Y. If you have not heard, put N. That is no. Yes, I want to know. N. Sanal Kumarji, N. N. Thank you. So all the more, I feel good. I feel good because I have chosen a topic which many people have handled. That means you are going to get new information, new insight. Root causes behind unhappiness. We discussed this in the previous session. Just to refresh your memory, that's all. I'm not going to go into the details. You can watch the video and you'll be able to know all those root causes. Wrong beliefs, wrong thinking, wrong expectations. Real happiness is not dependent on external things. This is something which everyone must remember. Oh, if that person loves me, I'll be happy. If I get that car, I'll be happy. If I can buy a house, own a house, I'll be happy. If I get this promotion, I'll be happy. They're all external. The moment you depend on something external, outside of you, you have very little control. Once you lose control, yes, you are inviting unhappiness. Never lose control. Is this point crystal clear? If it is clear, put Y. Put Y, because this is very important. Many people don't realize that one. But yes, Jodhiji, yes, and Mallika Pillai, yes. Yeah, most of us, we look outside. I also used to long time back, because of ignorance. Why? We are all ignorant. I was also ignorant. So once I was able to come out of that ignorance, then yes, everything is different. Because we don't learn anything from the schools, colleges, formal education about how to manage our life. Most of the education, the contents are useless. They talk about, Babur, Humayun, Shahjahan, once upon a time, all those things. And they don't teach you how to manage money. They don't know how to deal with everyday life. So most of the things, formal education is worthless. Like happiness, unhappiness usually springs from a comparison. The last session I mentioned that one. People feel happy again through comparison. Oh, okay, my son got a job with the Amazon and he is going to get 1.5 lakhs. But my neighbor's son, he got a job in some third-rate company and he is going to get only some 30,000 rupees. So I feel happy. Comparison. The other guy, his mother will feel unhappy. Oh, my son got job in this company and he is getting 30,000. The other guy, he is getting 1.5 lakhs. Comparison. Happiness, unhappiness. Comparison. Comparison is a villain. You must compare when. The comparison is required. When? That is certain products. When you buy a product, when you go to buy a TV, you must compare. Okay, this brand, Samsung, Sony or LG, you have to compare. When you are going to buy a car, when you are going to buy any product, a refrigerator, everything, yes, you must compare. Otherwise, comparison, no. So eating some food, oh, this restaurant, there the masala dosha is really tasty. That one masala dosha is not good. Yes, comparison. That is okay. Otherwise, don't compare. I think unhappiness comes from unfulfilled expectations. I'll be getting into that one soon in detail. Use the word unfulfilled expectations. Low expectations are the key to happiness in life. This is my own quote. Not knowing the difference between need and greed could create unhappiness. Not knowing the difference between need and greed. Then, obviously, what is a need? Let me show you the definition of need. Need, something you must have so that you can have a satisfactory life. It is not an option. It's not an option. You must have it. For example, food. Is it an option? No. You must have it as a need. Sleep. Is it an option? You must have sleep. And money. Is it an option? No. You must have money because you want to buy food. If you want to have sleep in a safe place, a living place, must. That is a need. And if you are not a Naga sannyasi, you need clothes also. If you are a Naga sannyasi, you don't need clothes. Okay? So, these are some examples of need. Formal education, is it a need? I don't think so. Don't confuse. There are millions of people without any college degree, highly successful. They have shown, for example, Dhirubhai Ambani, 10th grader. Bill Gates, no college degree. Chief Jobs, no college degree. Former Chief Minister of Kerala, Achyutanandan, 7th grader. Amrutananda Mai, Empire. How many hospitals? He is a 4th grader. Hindi songwriters, Anand Bakshi, 8th grader. Tamil, Kannadasan, 8th grader. Jayalalitha, 10th grader. MGR, 3rd grader. Kamaraj Nadar, 7th grader. So, it is not a need. If you have it, okay, it could help you. My father, 4th grader, he started a business concern. It is now 68 years old. No MBA, nothing. Still, it is very popular. I'm sure that Sanal Kumarji is here, and people who are from Trivandrum, they know that shop. Right? It is still popular. No advertisement. He never used to put any ad. Word of mouth propaganda. So, formal education? No, that's not true. So, need, I have explained. It is something like, for example, if you have a car, you need petrol. Here they use the word gas for the car to run. Without gas, it won't run. Same way food, calorie, adequate. But here the problem is putting the wrong thing. That's the problem. Food you need, but eating junk food. My dear friends, I gave a talk in the past on junk food. I think that I will give a talk again. Junk food, don't underestimate the harm it does to the physical health as well as mental health and emotional health. Junk food. And many people are unhappy because eating the wrong kind of food. That also leads to depression. So far, do you find this session interesting? If it is interesting, but why? I want to know whether what I am sharing is something really entertaining also. Okay, Jyoti Mukherjee, Rajeshwari ji, good, thank you. Now what about greed? This is greed. Many people think that greed is only for the money. No, not just money. Greed is an excessive and intense, I use the word intense, that is a strong desire for anything, tangible or intangible. Tangible is something you can see, you can feel, you can touch. Intangible, either invisible and you cannot touch. Tangible, more money. I want money, 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 money. I have one house. You need an apartment, maybe a small house or three-member family. 1,000 square footage is more than enough. A bedroom with a 15 into 10, that is 150 square footage is more than enough. You can have 3 bedrooms, that is 450 square footage. Then another 150 for the office. But people want to build 3,000 square footage house. They take all the loan from the bank. Now they are in debt trap. And monthly payment, everything, when they are not able to meet that one, they will be unhappy. Is this something an isolated situation or is it a very common situation? If it is happening very common, please put C in the chat box. C, please. Yes. Advocate Vincent Job, C. Yes. And when I am talking about all these things for your information, I didn't buy even a single cent of property. I don't have. I'm living in an apartment. The size is 700 square footage. Before that, when I was in Iowa, I was in an apartment. The size was 440 square footage. I couldn't find an apartment with 440 square footage, so I'm in a 700 square footage apartment. Am I unhappy? No. I'm very happy. It meets my need. The other one is by greed. So that is one thing. These are all things you have to remember, my dear friends. There's no point in just listening to me and then forgetting. You must tell your children also, other people, when they're looking for buying a house or building something, make sure that don't waste your money. Don't get into financial problems. The moment you get into financial problems, that will be a lot of stress. Yoga, meditation, chanting, Om Shanti, they are not going to help you. Because you need money. My dear friends, you need money to deal with that financial problem. But I find that there is a lot of webinars about the yoga, meditation, that chakra meditation, this meditation, to deal with all your stress. No, this stress is invited. This stress didn't happen by itself. We are responsible for that one. So, I preach what I practice, do the same thing. I don't have any kind of that is a financial problem. So that is why I'm able to get good sleep. I don't have to sit and worry. Many people, even some of my own friends, doctors again, they are in deep financial problems. One guy, he has a house which is some 5,000 square footage with a swimming pool and everything. It cost him nearly $2 million. Monthly payment and everything. That is stupidity. Intangible greed. Okay. Love. This much love is not enough. I want more love. I want more respect. I am the professor, and all the students, they should show respect. No. That is greed. You must earn respect. Look at the two presidents. I will give you the example of two real-life examples. APJ Abdul Kalam. Then after that, Pratibha Patel, who was loved and respected more. If it is Abdul Kalam, put A. If it is Pratibha Patel, put P. Chat box. Who was? Both were presidents of India. A. So that is the point. That is, never try to demand respect. She was able to demand respect when she was in that chair as President of India. Yes. But once you lose the power, only APJ Abdul Kalam was able to command respect. That's the point. So, power and everything. Greed. Don't go for that one. Thank you, Jyoti ji. Unhappiness is guaranteed if you try to live up to the expectations of others. Always try to live up to your own expectations. My dear friends, take it seriously. Think it over. Main problem, significant number of people. What will others think about me? What will others think about me if I don't have this one? Everybody is having this one. So I also must have this one. Otherwise, others will think low about me. Gandhiji showed one thing. For that, I have admiration for Gandhiji. Not everything Gandhiji did. One, he proved it doesn't matter. You don't need an expensive dress. When he was in England and South Africa, he used to wear three-piece suit. Shoes. Here also initially, he used to wear the kurta, whatever it is. Then, no. Topless. The loincloth. That doesn't matter. He showed dress doesn't matter. But in certain professions, yes. A lawyer, a judge, police officer, doctor, yes. You have to wear. That's an expectation. You have to meet that expectation, minimum expectation. But otherwise, trying to live up to others' expectations? No. I was in India for 5.5 years. In the previous talks also, I shared the same thing. Some of you are new, so I will tell you. From 2009 to 2015, I was in India just to take care of my father. I used to ride my old Hero Honda bike. And some people used to criticize and mock at me and said, "Hey, you are a doctor. You are from USA. It is a shame, man, that you're riding on this dilapidated bike. Why don't you go and get a BMW or Audi? You can afford to. Why?" So that is their expectation. I told you, that is their expectation. If I want to live up to their expectation, then if I believe, then I'll go and buy a BMW. What did I tell them? Look, I have no problem in moving around in my bike, old bike. All I need is a transportation, a device from point A to point B. If you feel ashamed that I am riding in a bike, if you send me a BMW car, and I won't say, I will say, I will get inside that car. And they stopped. That is how. Never try to live up to somebody's expectations. Is this point understood clearly? If it is, then say yes. Again, here also some people say that, "Hey, why don't you buy a house? Why don't you buy a house? You are still living in an apartment?" Hey, no. It is enough to meet my own expectations. That is more important than meeting somebody else's expectations. Consumerism. Consumerism is based on the illusion that you can fill spiritual or emotional needs, emotional emptiness with the physical products. That is why all the buying, the hype, the pricey stuff, consumerism. Especially in Kerala. Kerala, they don't produce anything. In Kerala, we are dependent on everything from other states. Rice and everything from other states. Vegetables, everything, other states. Papaya, other states. Consumerism. The buying of a product is usually a subconscious attempt to buy happiness. They think if I have that one, I'll be happy. Do you agree? If you agree, put A. The chat box. Many of you don't realize, Sanal Kumar, A. A. Yes. Yes. Everything. Subconscious is on to buy happiness. You cannot buy happiness, my dear friends. Happiness cannot be bought. Period. I really don't require a whole lot in life. I already explained. If you try to meet your needs, you'll be happy. You'll be comfortable. If you try to meet your greed, life will be a living hell. Shivamaran Nair, everyone, idayirunnu. Okay. During the discussion, you can share what exactly you mean by that idayirunnu. Some people become very unhappy after watching an advertisement. They believe they won't be happy unless they get that product, that thing. Advertisements of cosmetics and jewelry are powerful brainwashes and depressants. Here again, all this fair and lovely, fairness cream, millions of dollars worth are sold in India, and jewelry also ads make millions of people, especially women, feel unhappy subsequently. They think that I must get that saree, I must get this jewelry, I must get this ring, this bangle. Unhappiness. They are not satisfied with that one, whatever they have. That puts a lot of pressure on their husbands also, because to meet wife's expectation. That is one reason some people, they become corrupt. A bureaucrat becomes corrupt most of the time. I know, personal experience when I was in India. I know some guys, because their wife, they'll be unhappy. They want this one, that one. His salary is not enough. So he started accepting bribe. Life will be hell. He'll be in constant worry whether he'll be caught or when he will be caught. Everything greed. Am I talking something realistic, real life? Do you agree? If agree, yay. So, my dear friends here also, please tell your friends, watch my video. Share this video once it is uploaded. Many people, they don't realize how much pressure it puts on the family life. Conflict again. Husband-wife conflict, just the unmet, unrealistic expectations. Neeta Ambani, she has got thousands of sarees. Yes, she can afford to. She is Mukesh Ambani's wife. But not everybody can. A life without a plan is a life out of control. Many people live without smart life goals. That is also a reason for the unhappiness. And what exactly this smart life goal? Is an acronym for SMART. S for specific, M measurable, A achievable, R relevant, E time bound. And I will give you my own personal life. When I was 40 years old, I was in Trivandrum. I was working in the medical college hospital as a faculty member. Okay, I decided to go abroad. Go to UK, go to USA. UK for MRCP, USA for American Board of Internal Medicine. The goal was specific. Why do I want to go to UK and USA? To get training, experience, and those qualifications. Specific goal. Measurable. How do I measure? I have to prepare for the examination. 13 different subjects. Anatomy, physiology, biochemistry, like that, 13 subjects. And I was out of touch with most of the subjects because I was practicing general medicine only. Gynecology, no. I was out of touch. Orthopedics, no. Studying. So I bought all the books. Each book some 350 pages, roughly, average. At the end, post-test questions, multiple choice questions, 100 questions. So once you have finished reading everything, you can test whether whatever you have learned, you are able to remember and record. So you can measure. If you score on your own, 40%, not enough. Because in USA, the exam score required is 75. Passing score is 75, my dear friends. It's not 50, 60. And in UK, the exam, negative marks also there. If you answer, suppose 100 questions, if 70 questions you answer correctly, 30 questions incorrectly, your score will be 40, not 70. So you have to be very careful. Exams are very, very tough, challenging. So, measurable. Plan. Every day, 5 hours. Once you decide, you must commit a plan. 5 hours, 50 pages. So in 1 week, 1 book is finished, 1 subject. So 13 subjects, 13 weeks. Then again, another set of books again, I got it from Oklahoma through one of my former students. Another 3 months. So 6 months required for one reviewing. And at the end of that one, multiple choice question, yes, I was able to score more than 70. Okay, that one boosted my confidence. Yes, it is possible. Achievable. So specific, measurable, and achievable. I realize it can be achieved. And relevant, yes, for my career growth. These qualifications are very relevant. Not only that, yes, I'll be able to get a decent income also without engaging in any unethical practice. In India, a significant number, I don't say all, significant number of doctors, they are making money through unethical means, ordering unnecessary investigations. So here, nothing. So that is relevant. And the last one, time bound. Yes, I started doing everything around September of 1991. And I said, okay, by 92, June, I'll be ready. Time bound. I passed all the exams in the first attempt. My score was not 70 or 75 or 80 or 85. It was 89. Many people before that one, they criticized, they mocked at me. You are a middle-aged man. You are trying. You are going to compete with people who are fresh from the college. And 75, no, you are crazy. You are stupid. But I passed. My score was 89. Do you know the very same people who called me stupid? Now said, oh, you are a genius. When I passed this score, now suddenly, very same tongue. Oh, you are a genius. Now, is it clear about that SMART goals? If it is clear, the chat box say yes. I will explain that one with my own real life story. Is it clear? Is it crystal clear? If it is clear, put why. Yes. Malika Pillai, Ravi GV, yes. Thank you. I told you that I don't talk about things which are impossible or impractical. Then I'll be wasting my time and your time. Only things which are doable. The whole purpose of life is to make yourself happy. Remember that word, key word is first you must make yourself happy. This is where many people do mistake. I also in the earlier days, I used to do the same mistake, trying to make others happy. In the family or friends, I do to make them happy. No, now I have realized the past few years, I must make myself happy. If I am not happy, that is going to ruin my health. So I must make sure that I am happy. Do you agree with this one? It is not selfishness. It is not selfishness. First, make yourself happy. Do you agree? Jyoti ji and other people, do you agree? Yes. Devi ji, yes. Rajeshri ji, agree. This is a take-home message. After this session, don't forget, this should go deeply tattooed. First, you must make yourself happy. It is not your responsibility to make others happy. If you are unhappy, you won't be able to make anybody happy. Happiness is something like that. If you have money, you can give money to others. If you don't have the money, how can you give money to others? The same way, if you are not happy, you won't be able to give happiness to others. You yourself will be miserable all the time. Make yourself a priority once in a while. It is not selfish. It is necessary. Practice self-rescue first before you help someone else. Real life example, I'm sure that most of you must have taken a flight. So they announced, oh, if there is oxygen drop, that mask, first you put the mask on your face, then only if you have children, first you put it on your face, then put it on the face of the children. Have you heard this announcement? If you have heard this announcement, put why. They instruct that is, it must be first put on your face. That is self-rescue. First save yourself first. Then try to save somebody else. Very same message in life also. Whatever you do, priority. Priority. Practice self-rescue first before you help someone else. Unhappiness means lack of control over your thoughts, decisions, and actions. That we can do in the discussion. If you have more questions, if you ask me questions, I'll be able to explain or elaborate on that one. No one can make you feel inferior without your consent. Eleanor Roosevelt. If you have, first and foremost thing, build your self-confidence and self-esteem. If you don't have self-confidence, self-esteem, others can insult you, humiliate you, and make you feel inferior. There was a time I didn't have any self-confidence. I had the qualifications, yeah. Not even once during my school days, college days, MBBS days, or MD days, I dared to give a talk before an audience. I didn't have the confidence. Now I can do that one. At that time, I used to feel inferior. When I see other people stand in front of a mic and they can speak for hours or this one, when I couldn't, I used to feel inferior. And in the past sessions also I have mentioned about my skin color. I used to feel inferior. The people are all talking about my color is dark. And after this Rajinikanth and Amitabh Bachchan, they helped me in getting rid of that inferiority complex. Now, this cannot make me feel inferior. Self-confidence and self-esteem. Boost that one. Envy was one of the most potent causes of unhappiness. Nobel laureate Bertrand Russell. When you compare yourself to another person and compare what you don't have, what another person has, then you feel jealous. Jealousy. That will make you unhappy. Your life miserable. That's what Bertrand Russell, that quotation means. You cannot be happy with your family while being personally unhappy with your work. It is a catch-22 kind of thing. Work-life balance and happiness at work, getting along with the co-workers and doing accomplishments, essential. And I had to struggle a lot here in America. In my previous talk, I mentioned at work, it was like a battlefield. Discrimination on the basis of color, race, nationality. So I found it very hard to feel happy at work. Still, I managed that one because I ignored. I had immense confidence in my own abilities and all those things. By providing excellent care to the patients, I was able to command respect, love, everything from my patients and from my immediate team members. That's all what mattered. That's how I managed that situation. Otherwise, I would have been very miserable. Wrong people in our life, family and friends, can make our life unhappy and miserable. And this one, please think. Wrong people in our life. Many people don't realize. Some, you have no choice. Your children, your parents, your siblings, you have no control over that one. But you can choose friends. There again, you have to be very careful. Otherwise, you will get the wrong people as friends, fake friends. When you are in deep trouble, that's when you realize, okay, they were all fake friends. That also I experienced. Some people, they appear to be very, very nice, warm, friendly, and all those things. When I really needed their social, emotional, moral support, I couldn't get it. So now I'm careful. Okay, Jyoti, thank you. Laughter therapy is better than and safer than liquor therapy. Obvious. I laugh a lot. I'm a stand-up comedian also, for your information. I have done more than some 70 performances. Okay, reading books, humor, laughter, watching a movie, comedy movie. Golmaal, old Golmaal, I must have watched 7 or 8 times, Amol Palekar. Wrong mindset, unhappiness. Assumptions, prejudice, illusions. I'll rush through this one. Assumption. Assumption. Okay, if I give love, if I'm very caring to my friends or family members, they will also repay or return that one. That is an assumption. My dear friends, in real life, it rarely happens. Most often, you will be unhappy because you may be giving very good love and all those things. The law of karma doesn't work. Good deed. If you do something good, you'll get back that good. No, it doesn't happen in real life. So that is an assumption. Stop that one. From my personal bitter experience, I learned it in the hard way. Now these days, no. Okay, if I want to give love and attention, I will give. But I won't count on others. That's something I learned it in the hard way. Have you, somebody, any of you have experienced that one? If you have experienced and you agree, put yay. If you have experienced the experience, that bitter experience which I had, put yay. That is you. Gave love. You are nice, yes. Jayachandranji, yes. But they stabbed you from behind. Just like what happened in the Julie Caesar, that one. Brutus, you too. Family Mitra, okay. Many people. Some of you may not feel comfortable in telling openly. Rajeshri, yes. These are truth. I learned in the hard way. Now I won't let anybody do that one. I won't. I don't assume. Prejudice, I can say about a particular community, religion, and all those things. Then you won't make friendship with that one. You won't trust them. Life won't be happy unless you trust other people. Illusions. Illusion, yeah, that is what is now. Many children are suffering because of the illusions of the parents and grandparents. Oh, only if my son is a daughter is a doctor or an engineer, then only they'll be happy, they'll be successful, I'll be also happy. I always tell them, choosing the right career is more important. The aptitude and attitude of the children must match the career. That's not what is happening. That is not what is happening. My own son, I could have sent him to an NRI quota to any medical college in India, private medical college. No. His aptitude and attitude, yes, very high marks in science subject. And many people thought that I will send him to medical school. No. His aptitude and attitude were totally different. So I guided him. And he has an MBA from Pune, symbiosis. That is the point. That is an illusion. It's far better to be unhappy alone than unhappy with someone so far. That is my approach. Loneliness. If I am lonely by myself, I can convert it into solitude. But if you are in the company of wrong people, family members of wrong people, if you are living under the same roof, that will be the worst kind of loneliness. Do you agree? So it is better to be alone than in the company of wrong people, living under the same roof. No way. That's pain. If you are unhappy, you should change what you are doing. If you are unhappy, you must change your mindset. 7 life skills which are absolutely essential. Non-verbal communication skill. And you have seen, I showed a lot of gestures, my facial expressions. So in the content, not only verbal, You must have seen some people, they sit rigid. They say, yeah, this one, the unhappiness comes from because of the wrong mindset. And the mindset you must change, then only you can. People read the PowerPoint slide. No way. So non-verbal communication skill, then verbal communication skill, whole brain thinking skills, people skills, time management skills, memorizing skills, lastly, stress management skills. These all 7 life skills are like the vitamins. We have vitamin A, B, C, D, E, K. Everything is important. Each vitamin has got a different role. Same way, all these 7 life skills are absolutely important. Upcoming talks, how to develop politicians' mindset, how to manage disease phobia. How often have you come across or seen or heard a news that a politician committed suicide? How often? Rarely. How often do you find that a politician is drunk, alcoholic? Rarely. How often do you hear politicians died from heart attack? What about the stress in their life? Don't they face a lot of stress every 5 years election and everyday challenges? Everyday Modi, Rahul Gandhi, Mamata Banerjee, Pinarayi Vijayan, the kind of stress they face. So politicians' mindset is not just for politicians, everyone, irrespective of your career, whether you are a teacher, whether you are an engineer, whether you are a doctor, you must have politician mindset. I have developed that one. But it is interesting. You will learn all those things in the upcoming talk. And this is phobia. So far, have I met your expectations? That 4E. Entertain, educate, enlighten, and empower. If I have met, put in the yes. Rajeshwari ji, why? Yes. Anil Kumar, yes. So, next week, wait for that, how to develop a politician's mindset. Don't miss that one. Now I am open for question answer session. Just one person can ask a question, because I want to stop the recording exactly at 9 o'clock. But don't go away. After 9 o'clock again, we can continue the discussion. You can ask questions. It doesn't matter whether it is for 30 minutes or 1 hour. But now, only one question. Whoever is going to raise a hand, please raise the hand quickly, and we will have that one person, one question. Yes. Shaji Prabharan, yes. Please be brief. Just 1 minute, your question. Then I will explain. You have to unmute. Okay, Shaji, you are muted. Anybody else? Okay, anybody else who wants to ask a question, please.
Whenever I have the social intercourse, I feel happy and I learn a lot of things.
No, question, Shaji ji, question, not your comments. Comments you can after this session. One question.
Sure.
If you don't have a question, I will go to Raju Philip ji. One question. Question.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Reddiar.
Question.
Question is actually whether we have discussed this. I don't know. I was not there for some time. So there is some happy hormones in our.
No. Your comments, no. I want a question. Anybody with a question? Question, please.
Then what is the difference between unhappiness and sadness?
Yes. Who is asking the question? If there are no questions, I'm going to stop the recording. Then we will have the discussion. Then, Raju Philip ji, yes, you can share your thoughts. That Dr. Shaji, you can share your thoughts. Okay, I'm going to stop the recording. So see you next week at 8 p.m. How to develop politicians' mindset.